see how cool this place is.
Yeah, it's certainly like nothing you've ever seen before. This is definitely not your soccer pub, if you will. It's the first interactive soccer and dining experience, and we're really proud of it.
So why now? Obviously the World Cup is coming, there's some momentum there, but why now to bring it to a market like DFW, obviously?
Yeah, it's a great question, and honestly, if it was up to me, we'd have already been here last year. So I've been anxiously awaiting to be here, but to your point, with the World Cup coming this year, there couldn't be a better time, not only to be here in the U.S., but specifically the DFW market. It's the hub of the World Cup. There's 8 matches here. It's the media hub, as you know. So we're really excited to be kind of front and center.
What are people going to experience when they come here if they've not initiated to let?
Yeah, so when you come in, we're a soccer company and we create soccer experiences, but whether you've never kicked a ball before in your life or, you're a 2-time World Cup player like myself, the games are designed for anyone and everyone, and outside of actually playing the games in an interactive way, we have lots of viewing that's available for soccer games. So lunchtime there'll be European games on, in the evening there's MLS games, and just an overall community and energy that we think will be fun for a lot of soccer fans.
It's easy for people to maybe grasp a sense of how big the World Cup is by watching a match at somewhere like TOCA Social, but to play in it is obviously an entirely different feeling. Can you even begin to describe it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's still, looking back, the highlight of my career. 2002, the U.S. team went further than we ever have, and it's still the highlight of my career. But I would say the good news about a World Cup, and as much as I've enjoyed and loved playing in them, I think it's really about the fandom, right? That 6 weeks of tournament is obviously fantastic, but the run up to the World Cup, all the fans outside of the stadiums, the groups that'll be walking through Grandscape, all representing the different countries, to me that's really the most exciting part about the World Cup.
As someone who's experienced the World Cup as a player, what do you think the men's team this year taking it deep on? What will that do for soccer in general?
Yeah, I mean, it's everything. If you go back to the '94 World Cup and the tailwinds that came from that, I think they'll automatically be, some great tailwinds from the World Cup being here, but a great run by the U.S. team, obviously with home field advantage, I think would do wonders for continuing to grow the sport, and I'd like nothing better than to no longer be representing the team that went the furthest in the World Cup.
Do you guys view this TOCA Social as a gateway to the TOCA Football Center?
Yeah, very much. I mean, we call it internally sort of our flywheel, and whether you're a soccer center customer that we want to come into TOCA Social or vice versa, at the end of the day, we're about creating experiences to broaden the soccer community, and we think with both businesses now we have a lot to offer. Yeah, it's a great question, and honestly, it's enormous. If you look at our performance centers, half of our customers are girls and are women. So the women's game is critical to us. You can see the homage of the Trinity inside. Abby obviously is a legend and a big part of like myself, the authentic side of the business. So for us and certainly in America, women's soccer is only growing and going to get bigger.